Thank you, Senator Cornyn. While I would normally turn to Senator Durbin for opening remarks at this point, he could not be here today. Instead, he has shared a statement for the record with me that I will enter into the record without objection. Also see that the ranking member is unable to join us this morning, and so we will proceed to our witness introductions and to hear their testimony. After I introduce and swear in the witnesses, they'll each have 5 minutes to make their opening remarks, and we'll then begin our first round of questions, during which each senator will have 5 minutes. And I ask that colleagues try to remain within their allotted time. We'll have a second round if there's interest and time allows. Introductions, I will start now with Mr. McKinney. Jeremy McKinney is the founder of McKinney Immigration Law. He's also the immediate past president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association and a recognized expert in immigration law, particularly on the topic of the immigration court system and the need for an independent immigration judiciary. He previously taught immigration law at Elon University School of Law as an adjunct professor and served on the North Carolina State Bar's Specialization Committee. He is a former captain and trial counsel in the North Carolina Army National Guard, as well as a U.S. Army veteran. We appreciate your service, sir. I'd also like to introduce Judge Mimi Sankoff, an immigration judge and the president of the National Association of Immigration Judges. She was appointed to the bench in 2006 and is seated today at the New York Federal Plaza Immigration Court in Manhattan. She previously presided at immigration courts in New York, Colorado, and California. She has served as an Immigration and Naturalization Service Assistant District Counsel, a Special Assistant U.S. Attorney, and as an asylum officer. Judge Sankoff is actively involved with the legal and non-legal community and serves in various leadership roles at the Federal Bar Association, the American Bar Association, and Judicial Division National Conference of Administrative Law Judges. She also has an ABA presidential appointment to the United Nations Department of Global Communications in her capacity as president of the NAIJ. She's appearing today in her capacity as the president of NAIJ and not as a representative of the Department of Justice. Just wanted to make that abundantly clear. We also have Mr. Simpson with us, and I will turn now to Ranking Member Cornyn to introduce him.
We're pleased to have Charles Cully Stimson here, who's the Deputy Director of the Edwin Meese III Center, Manager of the National Security Law Program, and Senior Legal Fellow and Senior Advisor to the President of the Heritage Foundation. Mr. Stimson writes, lectures, and testifies on a wide range of policy issues, such as the law of armed conflict, terrorist detainee policy, military commissions, criminal law, and the death penalty, of course, immigration, and the war on drugs. We're pleased to have you here today, Mr. Stimson. Thank you. Look forward to your responses and your statement. Thank you.
Welcome, Mr. Stimson. And finally, we're joined by Rebecca Gambler, Director in the U.S. Government Accountability Office's Homeland Security and Justice team, where she leads GAO's work on border security, immigration, and elections issues. Ms. Gambler joined GAO in 2002 and has worked on a wide range of issues related to Homeland Security and justice. Prior to joining GAO, Ms. Gambler worked at the National Endowment for Democracy's International Forum for Democratic Studies. Ms. Gambler has an MA in National Security and Strategic Studies from the United States Naval War College, an MA in International Relations from Syracuse University, and an MA in Political Science from the University of Toronto. She was a Fulbright Fellow to Canada and has a BA in Political Science from Messiah College. Thank you for being here as well. At this point, let me ask each of you to stand and raise your right hands. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give before the committee will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. Please be seated. Let the record reflect all witnesses have responded in the affirmative. And with that, we begin with witness testimony. Mr. McKinney, please begin.